Petra. My goodness. Come here. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. We're just going to be here for a moment or two, just giving everyone a chance to join. Hello, welcome in, everyone. Yes, I'm so excited for the holidays. I know it's like just about to be Halloween, but hi, welcome in. Oh, look at that sleepy face. Yee. So cute. Yeah, I'm excited for Spirit of Christmas to be opening. I think this is the first year that they're opening. Spirit of Halloween is doing like a Christmas store now, which I'm just ready to spend hundreds of dollars at. I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat it. I spend so much money on decorations for Halloween alone. I can't even imagine what it's gonna be like when I go in there for Christmas. Petra, come here. You're slithering off camera already. My goodness. Oh, here, you guys have to see this. 1 second. I just have it to the side right now because I'm just marking where I want to sew. Look at this gorgeous top that somebody gave me to make into a dress for Petra. Look how pretty this is. I already have it like tied off, so I'm gonna tie it like right here and then I'm gonna start sewing it. Because my sewing machine is like not working for some reason. So back to hand sewing, but that's okay. And it's so pretty and it's so soft. Look, Petra, look at this lovely thing that someone gave you. She doesn't care. She's like, whatever. Yeah, that's actually a funny question because I'm probably not gonna get a ton of tattoos, but if I were to get a tattoo, which this is something I've been thinking about, I would like to get a tattoo of Petra. Probably like somewhere kind of small, like on my chest somewhere, so I could cover it. But I would like to get a tattoo of Petra. That's something that I plan on doing eventually. Yep, Petra's a healthy girly. I can get tattoos if I want. That's my choice. If you don't want to get tattoos, that's fine. That's your choice, but blep. What would you feel like if Petra did something really cool but you didn't do it on camera? I wouldn't really mind because I still like witnessed it, so Petra does lots of funny stuff that I don't get on camera, sadly. But it's okay because boop, we get lots of funny stuff that she does do on camera. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Petra side eye. She's a cutie. I love how people think when I said, like how I said I might get a tattoo of Petra, and people are like, oh my god, don't do that. It's like, you're gonna like ruin like your body. I'm not planning to get a like entire body tattoo, like really, guys. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but even if I were to get something, which I probably will, not anytime soon though, it's probably gonna be like this big, like somewhere on my chest that's easily covered. Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but it's not that deep. Her name is Petra. Oh yeah, there's little bits of what's it called, like marker and stuff, because a lot of times I'm like either sewing or like coloring stuff for Petra on my bed sheets. Like sometimes what's it called? I'll be like coloring her hats and stuff. Is she heavy? Not really. She only weighs like 2 to 3 pounds. I'll probably do a day in the life with Petra eventually. I'm really busy right now, so sadly it's taking me quite a bit to produce more long form videos, but eventually. She was about 350. No, she doesn't bite. Hello, Petra. She's just staring into the abyss. No, she is not poisonous. You should do research on what a snake represents. You should do research on what a snake represents because the Bible really never specifically states them as evil, and there is evidence that snakes are not evil and they are creations of God. So, I do know more about that subject than a lot of people think. I just don't think it's my place to be telling people what to believe in, but I do know more about the Bible and more about religion than a lot of people think. Hello, baby. But honestly, it's really none of your business to be telling me, like, that snakes are evil and to search up what they represent, because, like, why are we assuming I don't know? Yeah, snakes are creations of God. Her name is Petra. I'm Catholic. The snake has been cursed by God. That's why it has no legs. Why would he curse one of his own creations? That doesn't make much sense. If you think about it, humans only have 2 legs when most animals have 4. So, are we cursed? Doesn't really make much sense. Ooh, now you got Ego going. He's coming in with the Bible verses. You guys got Ego going. When she gets loose, where does she go? If she's loose, she's under my supervision, so she doesn't really go anywhere. She just kind of slithers around. Very beautiful snake. Thank you. No, I don't think anyone in my family is scared of her. No, she does not bite. Aw, big yawn. Yeah, people see snakes, and some people who like randomly find our channel are extremely religious and see snakes as evil. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and I don't mind it. It's just an opinion, but it's kind of different when people start spamming stuff. Like, I understand that some people think it's rude, but, it's kind of them, like, trying to help or enlighten me in a way, I guess, from their perspective. So I guess they're, like, trying to help me in a way, which is a good thought in itself, even though the message is just kind of telling me my pet's evil. It's kind of coming from a good place, so I just do my best to educate people. No, she is not poisonous. May I boop you? No? Okay. Boop. May I? Boop. Cutie patootie. Her name is Petra. She's the only snake I have, and there's really not many, like, loose snakes in my area. I don't live in an area where there's, like, you just see snakes slithering around, kind of, like, in bushes and stuff. Because I'm pretty close to the city. So, yeah, whenever I see Petra, I know it's her. She's real. She is a bumblebee ballpython, and she eats frozen thawed rodents. Yes, she lives in a 40-gallon tank. No, she does not bite. Yeah, she likes to climb. She is a bumblebee ballpython. She's just, like, sniffing the wall. She is about 4 feet long. She eats frozen thawed rodents, so they are not alive when she eats them. Why do you yap so much? Because it's a live stream. What do you want to do? Just sit in silence? If you don't want to hear me talking, just join a different live stream. Like, hello? People are funny. Like, hello? I didn't ask you to come, like, sit here and listen to me talk. I love people who just, like, randomly join our live streams with nothing better to do. When is the face reveal? Eventually. I never set a date, and I never really said I was 100% doing a face reveal. I just said I'll do one in the future probably, so. Very pretty. What are the cognitive abilities of the snake? If repeated enough, like, certain actions, she can, like, learn tricks and stuff. Like, if I gently touch my nose to her face, she'll, like, touch her face to my nose back. She'll give me, like, a kiss. If I'm holding her and I gesture upward, she'll lift her head. So just, like, very, very repeated motions. So she can do a few tricks. Give her a pet from me. 1 pet from this person. She's way too small, and she'll never be strong enough to hurt me, so I'm completely safe with her. Ball pythons are also very docile and friendly. Another pet from me. 1 pet from this person. I have a pet gopher snake. Nice. Any thoughts on spider morphs? They shouldn't be bred. I agree. Petra is, yes, okay. The elephant in the room, for those who know morphs. Petra is a bumblebee, which comes from her spider morph. I did not know this when I got her. She also, she shows very little to no symptoms of wobble, or there's a lot of different names for it: wobble, corkscrewing, stargazing, off balance. So she really shows no cognitive or neurological issues. So she is living a perfectly happy life. But I really don't support the breeding of them. No, she does not bite. Do you think she feels attachment to you? I do. She can recognize me. She shows affection, and she shows that she wants to come out of her tank and come see me. So yeah. Does she get annoyed if you pet her too much? Sometimes, not too often. I mean, just like a person or a dog, or like a cat more specifically. She's kind of like a cat. Like, she'll let me pet her, of course. Like, see, she doesn't really mind. Eventually, she'll kind of be like, okay, that's enough, and she may move. But she'll never, like, bite me or anything over it. Come over here, you silly. Why are you going over there? Yeah, I feel like we should just focus on getting... Hello. I feel like we should just focus on getting spider morphs and anything that has a spider morph in it to, like, a good loving home with someone who's going to be able to take care of it, neurological issues and all. But people do continue to breed them, unfortunately. Has she ever accidentally hit you before? She's, like, swatted me with her tail when she's, like, slithering sometimes by accident, but it doesn't hurt. My pet garter snake is still doing well. Nice. She is. Petra is a bumblebee Ballpython. Thanks for joining us. Have you ever gotten or done puzzles with Petra? Sometimes. I can do, like, small ones with Petra, but not, like, the big 1,000-piece. I can even, you know what? Realistically, sorry, Petra, but, like, I can't even do a 500-piece near her because she will swipe that thing off the table so fast. It's not even funny. Yeah, see, you're looking at the camera. She's like, yeah, that's right. Boop. Hello. Oh, spicy baby. She is 3 years old. Yes, she does shed. She sheds her skin about, like, once every 2 months. Is she head shy? Not usually, sometimes, but usually she doesn't mind. I just subscribed. I have a graphic retic and a red-tailed boa. Nice. Petra, what are we looking at? Oh. Oh. This is, like, the biggest periscope she's ever done. My goodness. She sleeps for, like, 12 hours a day. She sleeps for a while. Oh, hello. A quick sniff from Petra, then she runs away. No, she is not poisonous. She bit me like once or twice when I first got her because she was a little bit nervous, but she never bites now. Can you give Petra a pet from Mazikeen? Of course. One pet from our friend. Petra says, thank you. Oh, are you gonna climb? You're gonna climb on your purple ball? And then you're gonna come sniff the camera, of course. Hi, Petra. Do you have any other pets? I do. I have 5 African dwarf frogs. I have 2 suckerfish. I have betas. I have a vampire crab. I have 2 guppies. I have 3 anoles, 2 green anoles and 1 brown anole. I have a tarantula. And then there's a reptile show near me soon, so I think I might be getting isopods. My tank sadly isn't big enough for plecos. They start with an O. They're like Ottos or something, I think is the abbreviation. We showed the African dwarf frogs last stream, so we're not going to be showing them this stream. We're going to focus on Petra because she's out and slithering around. What are you staring at? Hello? An isopod, they're kind of like roly-polies. They look the same, they're just not gray. They come in like all sorts of different colors. Yeah, Petra's listening to the voices. Hello. She sleeps in my room. She just goes in a tank. Let's see. What kind of snakes would you recommend for a beginner, for someone who's already owned a reptile, specifically a bearded dragon? Ball pythons are nice as like a second reptile. They're really good for that. Yeah, I would recommend a ball python. Not the best for a first time reptile, but for a second reptile, if you've already kept a bearded dragon successfully, then ball pythons are super fun. Do you have any shorts of the vampire crab? I don't. I think I have a few photos of him in my community post from a while ago. Eventually we'll do a live stream with him, like a quick one if he's eating or something, then he'll come out of his little hidey hole. Peekaboo. Yeah, my vampire crab eats so well. I was like worried. Oh, hi Petra. I was like worried he wouldn't eat, but he eats like a champ. Can you put her Hi. Can you put her least favorite hat on and see what she does? Ooh, okay. I don't know what her least favorite one would be, so let me take a look in her closet. Let's see. Petra, what's your least favorite hat? Not really sure. Oh, here. She's not the biggest fan. It's really cute, but she's not the biggest fan of this whipped cream hat. I'm not sure why. Petra, it's not made of actual whipped cream, by the way. May I please put a hat on you? I didn't even touch her and she just moved. Petra, pretty please, with a cherry on top. Nope. Pretty please. Pretty please. She learned that she can lift her head when she doesn't want me to put something on her. Pretty please. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Pretty please. Let me put a hat on you. Just for a second. This one also really like doesn't balance that well, so that could be another reason. Oh, Petra. You silly girl. Yep, that's what she'll do. She just won't wear it Be careful, snakes aren't too loyal. I mean, neither are most animals. I don't need her to be loyal. She's not a guard dog. She is a bumblebee Ballpython, and she is 3 years old. A vampire crab is like a type of crab. Snakes are scary for me. That's okay. Everyone has fears. She's beautiful. Thank you. No, she does not bite. She's looking for a way out. She's not trapped. There's nowhere that she needs to leave. Does she give kisses? She does. Is she trying to climb up the walls? No, I'm not really sure. She just kind of does that. I'm pretty sure, so there's a bathroom right behind that wall, and I live in a building, so all the water pipes are, like, connected somewhat. So she's probably just seeing, like, so Petra sees, like, different, like, levels of heat. So I'm alive, so obviously I'm giving off heat. So is hot water. Hot water's giving off heat as well, so she might be seeing, like, hot water going through pipes in the wall. She's so nice and beautiful. Thank you. Petra staring at the camera for the 900th, 99th time this live. Oh, but she just nods her head and moves away. Nope, she's not AI. See, I can pet her, I can touch her. Oh, careful. Careful, don't fall. Here, come. I'm so sorry, I'm not trying to take the ball from you. I just move over here. I don't want you to fall off the bed. Plop. Nope, she's not AI. Oh, hello. Yeah, Petra's a big girl. I'd say her purple ball is probably her favorite toy. Congrats on 30K. Thank you. I've always kind of wanted a snake. It's just like, 2 years ago when I got her, I was just like, you know what? Let me act on this. I would like a snake. Let me plan out when I'm gonna get one. And it was something I've wanted. It was something that my family knew that I wanted. And Petra ended up being a gift. And we went to go pick her out with me and a bunch of my family members, and we had a nice little family outing. I have a pony, a dog, a cat, 2 suckerfish, and 3 goldfish. Nice. She is 3 years old. So she's like a young adult in snake years. Yeah, Petra's not very smart. You're right, there's not many thoughts behind those eyes. You're not going over there. Stay over here. Is that a rare breed? I wouldn't say she's rare. She's like, maybe. She's like uncommon. If you want to play with your ball, you gotta come over here. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Oh, hello. Yes, Petra. Don't worry. I'm not trying to take your ball. I just don't want you to fall off the bed. I'm just moving it. I know it's yours. I know. Oh. Her pattern is so gorgeous, and the pattern on her head is so cute. Thank you. I recommend corn snakes and king snakes for beginners. Yep, she's totally legal. No, she cannot eat me. She's way too small. Also, snakes don't really don't eat people. That's like a rare thing that happens, and it only happens in certain places. I was eaten by a snake once. Well, you're alive typing this, so I'm not sure how that worked. Yes, snakes can use the restroom. Petra! Yes, snakes can use the restroom. My goodness. What are the voices telling you this evening? Oh. Oh my. Her name is Petra. So cute. Thank you. You keep skipping my comment. You're making me mad. Okay. You didn't ask any questions or leave any other comments. I love how people just come and say you're not reading my comments, and I'll scroll up and they haven't left any comments. Except that one. What is your favorite show, and do you watch it with her? Ooh, I watch a lot of like adult cartoons because I'm usually up late and that's what's on. And I kind of have a stupid sense of humor, I'm gonna be honest. So a lot of times I watch those with her. Can I sub to you? Sure. You guys don't have to ask to subscribe. Her name is Petra. It's 4:20 a.m. right now. Oh my goodness, go to sleep. I can like stay up till like 12 the latest, then I like start getting tired. Do you want another snake? I would love another snake, just not right now. No, she is not poisonous. Petra, where are you going? Petra, get back over here. Get back over here, you little crazy. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle. Do you have bright colored hair and piercings all over? Nope, that is a stereotype. And kind of not the nicest thing to say. My ears are pierced. I have 3 piercings on each ear, but that's about it. I love how people assume like anyone who doesn't own a cat or a dog like has a bunch of facial piercings and like blue hair. And even if they did, what's the issue? Like that's what that person wants to do. It's not really your business what they look like. But no, I am a very average looking person if that's what you're asking. I have 2 Mojave Ballpythons, and I would fall asleep with them chilling on me in my animal room, but they would explore, and my husband was petrified of snakes, so I had to I have to rip the room apart. Oh no! You have to separate them. I'm not doing a face reveal. What does she do at night? Sometimes she climbs around and explores her enclosure, and usually she's sleeping though. Tickle, tickle. You trying to wrestle? Oh, you got me. At what age were you introduced to snakes? I'm not sure. I was introduced to exotics at quite a young age. My parents always kept exotics when I was younger. They don't have them now anymore, sadly. So they used to. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to flip you over. I just meant to move you over here. Yeah, but sadly they don't have them anymore. But I was when I was really young, my parents had a ton of exotics, so I grew up with that. And then even after, when they got rid of their exotic animals for different circumstances that are or reasons that are private, they all went to good homes though. Don't worry. Some were given to friends, others were given to like reptile enthusiasts and stuff. They all went to good homes. But they're no longer My parents no longer have them, but our family is still like super into exotics and reptiles, so I am carrying on the legacy. Boop. No, you do not have to skin mice to give them to your snakes. They eat them with the fur and all. Yep, she's super friendly. She eats frozen thawed rodents. She is a bumblebee Ballpython. Oh, hi. I always make sure to like wash my hands and make sure they don't smell like rodents if I'm handling them like before or after feeding her. But I don't, even if I smelled like it, I don't think she would try and eat me. She might like strike at me, but I don't think so. That could be totally avoided as long as you don't make sure your hands don't smell like rodents. So, pretty easily avoidable. She doesn't really have like a bunch of nicknames per se. I just kind of like, I don't know. I just kind of like gibberish talk with her. I'll go up to her. Hi, Petra. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, who's a good baby? I just do that a lot. I don't really call her nicknames. I just like babble to her. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Petra. What do you see? We should, Petra's like a psychic. Petra, tell me my future. Petra, raise your head if I'm gonna be rich. Right, raise your head. Watch, she's gonna go down now. Oh, very funny. Petra, tell me my future. Tell me my future, Petra. Stop trying to climb on the camera. I need this to record. Petra, you're gonna fall. Go back on the bed. You're gonna fall. You need to stay up here. This is the area for you, not the floor. I have a reticulated python, and they're very food motivated, so we target train him to make sure he knows when he's being fed and when not. We only do that with him and not other snakes. Nice. Yeah, I haven't needed to target train Petra, which is nice, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's something she could learn pretty easily. I'm back. We still have not found our corn snake. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Try looking under appliances in like warm places in your house. You can put like flour down in the corners of rooms. So then that way, if they're like, a lot of times they'll slither like following the wall. So that way, if you see there's the like scale or slither marks in the flour, you can kind of like narrow it down to what room they're in. Would she attack a cat? Probably not. She would probably run away. A cat would probably attack her. Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories of people finding their snakes that like somehow escaped under their fridge. The lid to her cage is like clamped down. So it has built-in like clamps and locks, so no escaping for Petra. Hello. Like, no matter where you go, you just come and like stare at me. Boop. Oh, side eye. She's like, how dare you? How dare you boop me? How dare you? Yeah, it's gonna be 2026 soon. Guys, it was like 2000 last year. What happened? Like, actually, what happened? Wasn't it just the 2000s? Like, Petra, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You're only 3. That was like many lifetimes ago to you. Plop. Has she ever escaped before? There's one time that I accidentally left the door open for like a moment, and she just slithered into the drawer like under her tank. There's like, if she comes out, like the table that her tank sits on, it just has an open like cavity. So it's like a drawer that like isn't closed. There's just a space to put stuff. And she just slithered into there, and like I realized like super quickly. I realized like a minute after. I was like, oh, I left the door open, and I like found her right away. I was like, oh, hello. Her head was just like sticking out. I do read comments. That's what I'm doing. Just staring. Petra, what are the voices telling you? Yes, Petra's a fortune teller. She's telling your fortunes right now. Thank you so much for the donation, Orderly. I rescue injured turtles, and she's a beautiful snake. That's so cool. Thank you for rescuing sea turtles. That's awesome. Or turtles, not necessarily sea turtles. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the donation. Petra says, thank you. She's a bumblebee Ballpython, which comes from a spider morph. Maybe she's trying to fly. Petra, are you trying to fly? What is the funniest thing she's ever done? Petra really likes to try and drink out of cups. We can't have cups around Petra. That's probably the funniest thing, like me having cups of water out and she just like dunks her head into them. Native snapping turtles and box turtles when they're injured. Nice. I've helped a few animals cross the road. I think my favorite one was this enormous snapping turtle. Oh, hi. Petra. I think my favorite one was this enormous snapping turtle that I saw. I think it was like during their egg laying season, and it was trying to make its way across the road. It was coming from one side of the river, and instead of like going under this little tunnel, which is filled with water, and coming out the other side, it like decided to come up through the like out of the water and try and cross the road for whatever reason. So I stopped my car and I like got out, and it's a Petra, and it's like a 4-way it's an 8-way intersection, and maybe even more, and it's like right out in front of my apartment building, which is not my favorite thing. Petra. And I'm like running across the road, and I'm like holding my hands out, and I'm like, stop. Luckily it was a red light. Like just as I got out of my car, the light turned red. That was like, I don't know, that was like God looking out for me or something. So I'm running across the street, and there's this snapping turtle. And I see it, it's a lot bigger up close. And I was like, oh. So I was like trying to grab it from like the back so it couldn't bite me. So I'm like kind of grabbing it by the butt and lifting it up. The reason I didn't grab it by the tail is I know a lot of people do that, but it's really not good for them. That can really hurt their spines, especially considering some are 40 plus pounds. Imagine you're 40 plus pounds and someone's like dangling you. Well, a lot of people are over 40 plus pounds. So imagine you're like 200 pounds and someone's dangling you. That's like the person equivalent. Like 40 pounds is heavy for. Did you just smoosh your ball? What just happened? Hello? Okay, I don't even know. Back to the story. So yeah, that's really not good for them. Imagine if you're like 200 pounds and someone is like dangling you by your toe. That's not gonna feel very nice. So I kind of grabbed it by like the back of its shell and I'm like waddling and trying to carry this thing across the road. I thought it was gonna be like 10, 20 pounds. No, this thing was like easily like anywhere from 50 to 80 pounds. And then I put it down, and at this point it's like hissing and trying to snap at me, but it's like right on the sidewalk, so it's just gonna go back into the road. So these people are seeing me and they're like, oh my god, like you're doing, like thank you for saving it. And I'm like, what? Like, and we're like all trying to brainstorm because they walked over to try and help me. And we're like, how can we move this? We still had like a good like 20 plus feet to maybe like 30 plus feet to move this turtle until we got it back in the river. And we were like, how are we gonna move this thing? So I was like, oh, I have, so you know those like saucer sleds, the circle ones? I was like, I have a really old saucer that might be in the trunk of my car. So I got out and I got the saucer and we're like sliding it under the turtle. And then and it's heavy because now we have like a sled to carry as well. So the weight is like distributed. It's hard for one person to hold. So me and was it 2 or 3? I think it was 3 other people were carrying this turtle down to the river on a saucer. Like we're carrying it down on the throne. And it's like a little turtle parade. And then we put it in the grass right next to the river and it went back in. So yeah, that's my snapping turtle rescue story. It's my proudest achievement. Did you hear the story about, it's hi Petra. It's always this story that people bring up. Yeah, snakes don't stop eating and then try and like eat a person. So snakes are opportunistic eaters. What that means is if you, obviously this is not food. Here, food. Oh my god, that's food. Yum. This isn't, she doesn't think it's food. She's just looking to see what it is. So you put food in front of them. Oh my goodness, food. Oh, thank you. They're not smart enough to plan out when they're going to eat something. That's not something that snakes do. They're not like smart enough to make a plan and then stop eating and then eat you. That's not a thing. Her name is Petra and she is a girl. Her name is Petra. Is she sweet and snuggly? Yep. Hello, little baby. Hi. Kitty patootie. No, she does not bite. Come here. Come over here. Oh my goodness. Let go of my arm. My great-grandma's name was Petra. Oh, wow. Beautiful snake. Thank you, Petra. Stop trying to slither off. Stop trying to slither off the bed, you crazy. For new snake owners, I recommend corn snakes and king snakes. I got her from a pet store that specializes in exotics. Snakes don't size up their prey. That's not a thing they do. That's misinformation. What is a close call that Petra has done before? She's never really been in like a dangerous situation or anything because I really I watch her. I don't let her get into anything that could become or is a dangerous situation. There's a few times like she's almost slipped off the bed and I've caught her, but like that's about it. Can snakes hear things? Yes, they can. She's my only snake. Hi, Petra. Yeah, sometimes, like, guys, Petra's so harmless that sometimes she gets scared of her own food, and she eats frozen thawed. They're not even alive. What's her last name? Her last name is my last name, so I'm not going to be sharing that. Her middle name is Peach, though. Petra Peach blank. Boop. She's my only snake. Petra loves all of you. She is 3 years old. This is animal abuse. I'm calling the FBI. I love how you're, like, obviously such a little child. Like, not only does the FBI not deal with animal abuse, you can't just call the FBI. Like, really. Like, please give mommy's phone back. Get off the iPad. It's past your bedtime. Her birthday is April 10th. Nope, she's not overweight. Ballpythons are just naturally kind of chonky looking. That's okay. Everyone's scared of something. No problem. Petra, are you playing with your little yellow ball? I love these. They're so cute. She doesn't play with them too often. It's really cute when she does, though. Look, this is where the noise comes from. Right here. She's like, huh? Oh, don't mind her stuffed animals over there. I just pushed them off the bed and didn't pick them up. I have a lavender baby western hognose. Nice. Mine is a banana ball python. Cute. Is the chonk for helping hunt prey in the wild? I'm not sure, actually. Maybe? I think it's just kind of how they look. There could be a reason, though. Nope. This is rubber, and all the holes of, like, if they weren't, so this one was originally this big, which obviously she can't fit through. So I cut it, and now she can fit through that quite easily. So she's never gotten stuck. For a 3-year-old snake, she looks like an adult. Yeah, Petra's a big girl. She'll grow to like 6 feet. Right now she's at 4, so she's almost full grown. So we are going to get going in a minute or two because I have some stuff to do. Oh, tomorrow's Monday, back to school and waking up early. Oh, so sad. And I have a lot of important stuff coming up. I have a bunch of tests and different stuff. So, very sad. I am going to get going. It's been very nice talking with you all. Of course, there will be more videos and stuff to come. We'll be live next weekend. So, yes. Thank you for the donation, Orderly Chaos. That was awesome. Thank you so much for all the questions and comments, everyone. Petra, do you want to give the audience one more kiss before going? So with that, all the things the big YouTubers say, like and subscribe and the notifications. Thank you so much for your donations. Have a good day or night. Make sure to go to bed early because there's school tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a good day or night. Kisses from Petra. Oh, careful. Don't fall. Let me just bring her back up here because she's about to fall. Kisses from Petra.